Hey, how's it going? Hope you guys doing well. Happy Monday. Welcome in, Marcus. Hope you had a lovely weekend. Welcome. Mine was alright. I mean, nothing super special. You know, pretty much the same as always. You know, Saturday, making edit videos. Sunday, making edit shorts. You know, there's a little more that goes in other stuff that I do, but it's like I want to say I need a vacation, which, you know, I'm all for. Like, when I say vacation, I mean like one where I don't do anything, like live streams, no videos, no anything. But I also know myself that I'm gonna be bored as hell. It's not like I have a social life, so what the hell do I do if I don't do that? So it's like, yeah, you know, it is what it is. But you know, the plan for today, regardless, is to work on some curses. We got our power-ups done. We got our weapons done. The last thing to do is curses, which is the stuff you have a chance of getting, the negatives you potentially get a chance of getting when buying cards from the shop. So that's the plan. So we're gonna do that, and then I know I said I was gonna do bosses, but there's just so many other things I want to do before that, I guess. Because once I do that, I want to rework the shop to actually always open, because right now it won't even open until you generate some power-ups. I want to make it so it picks some stuff, and then go from there. Considering the current progress, how long do you think it will take to finish making the game? Years. By myself? Years. Yep. Keep in mind that I have done zero actual work in terms of any kind of modeling or any kind of like asset work. Zero. I've also done zero when it comes to anything to do with a lore system of any kind. Zero to do with quests of any kind. Or not even quests, but like some kind of like character interaction of any kind. Zero, I've done like, there's this big zero on like giant like sections of it. So yeah, mechanically the game is getting close to being around what it used to be, which is why I decided to now focus on 3 bosses and kind of start doing that slice instead. But there's a big zero on a lot of it. So, and some parts of it is also money dependent. Because I want to hire an artist to do the cards, but it depends when I have the money for that. But it looks quite fun. Well, that's the hope. I want to get to the point where I feel like I have like a vertical slice, like a good vertical slice. And then maybe I can go early access. But I feel like the vertical slice isn't there yet. Yeah. Like, I think I still need to rework the bosses. I need to rework the shop system. But, you know, the power-ups are now getting to be there, which is good. So, I think I need to hire the card artist before I do that, to do the art for the cards. Because otherwise I would have to do the Steam AI thing, and I don't want to. If people complain about me using AI, like in the concepting phase or whatnot, they don't have to play the game. That one I don't care about. But I'd rather not just alienate people who are just looking for that. Hey, Jerome, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Have you given any thought to applying for the Epic Mega Grant? Yes, I'm gonna try to do it next month / August. I think it's July, August is when it's opening up this time around. It depends on what they're asking for. I theoretically should be able to get them what they're asking for and apply. And then ask for a good chunk of money. The annoying thing is it's taxed, right? So it's like I almost have to multiply whatever number I would need to pay somebody would need to be almost multiplied by 2. Because taxes would take away so much. It's not literally by 2, but it's like, because it's additional to your income, so it's taxed at that highest bracket you're in or higher, or whatever it is. So considering the cards are so front facing, it makes sense to hire an artist for it. Yeah, I want to hire an artist to do all the designs, because I also want to I mentioned this before, I want to print the cards. I want to get physical versions of those cards, because I think it would be really cool. Because even if the game flops, which I have, no real, expectations of it not flopping. Even if it flops, I'll at least have, a memento. No matter how long down the line. And it could be nice, if I do, a Kickstarter or something, or a collector's edition, or, whatever it is. Right, I think a physical thing is nice for those things. So that's kind of the plan, hope, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, we'll see. Hey, Turner, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Can you sell physical stuff? Like Steam or Epic? That would be cool. No? Question mark? I mean, you can sell... No, I don't think anything physical like that. I don't think so. I've never seen anything physical on Steam specifically. I've seen digital collector's edition, but never a physical collector's edition. Those always have been somewhere else, which is why it'd be more like a Kickstarter type thing, maybe. Kickstarter collector's edition or whatever. Either way, I think it'd be cool. I think it could be cool. You wish more games came out with cards or instruction manual? Yeah, that used to be a thing. Not anymore. You buy more games if they came with stuff. The problem is a lot of them come with stuff. If you pay, like hundreds of dollars for the collector's edition. What are you using to make sure no AI thingies end up on shipping builds? What? Is there a way to add a cook rule for giving an error if it tries to use assets from a specific folder? Well, I'm not sure. I don't understand. What is an AI thingy? And what do you mean? Why would you not want something in a shipping build? I don't understand. Please elaborate. You can only print so many of something like that, and it's best to have your order in all at once, like Kickstarter. Yeah, of course. Okay, I have considered doing like one of those shops that a lot of content creators do. I just haven't figured out anything that I'd wanna like put on there. I think if I hired a concept artist, I could make like some designs of maybe of the character, and like, and I actually had the character finalized, maybe I could put the character on there, and then I can see that maybe like it could be like cool on design for shirts or stuff like that. But at the current moment, right, like I don't think that'd be a thing. And then maybe that's where I would put like physical goods as well, just in general, if that was a possibility. But so sort of AI asset like textures, models, audio, etc. You can't separate that out. No, you just, I mean, you could just create a Boolean somewhere that if you check that on, like a setting, if you check it on, it will show one or the other. And you just make sure you turn it on when you do a shipping build and turn it off when you don't. And then it will display one or the other. And there you go. Like, that's how I would do it if you're like that concerned. But print on demand thing. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Print on demand. It's tends to be not as good as the other options, but I genuinely don't think anyone would want anything with my logo or anything like that on it. Like, I don't think that's interesting enough. And I don't have anything that's like, let me just, you know, do XYZ. So I don't have any cool designs like that. So maybe once I get the concept figured out, I should look, you know what, I should look into maybe I should look into a character concept artist to like finalize the design kind of thing. Now that I know the style roughly, I mean, I can go on like Fiverr or something. Or just look up anywhere. Right, there's tons of places. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But that's kind of where we are. I want to get. I was originally thinking about like looking into Kickstarter or early access at the end of the year, and I the more the more I've gone through the year, I'm like, it's too early. It's too early. Like, I think if I tried to put the game on Kickstarter right now, I think it would fail. And figuring out how much money to ask on the Kickstarter also is very difficult. Like, figuring out. Because, like, realistically, I did the math. $500,000, I can hire enough people to finish the game in 2-3 years, roughly. But there's no way in hell it's gonna get that much support. And it's like, and then putting it on Kickstarter and then just saying like I need like 5-10,000. It's kind of like, yeah, that'll get me the cards. No, I don't think he would give me the cards even. I think the cards would need more even from there. So, like, right, it's just always money problems. Once you do a Kickstarter, you have a lot of opinions that you are semi-obligated to consider. I mean, you're not, though. Right. You just should release the product, but beyond that, it's not like you have to listen to the opinions of the people there. If you deliver what was promised, then you're good. Now, doesn't mean you shouldn't listen to them if they have feedback, but I'm just saying, like, that's not like a requirement for Kickstarter. 5 or 10,000 isn't very much, though. Yeah, but a lot of games just flop because you have to keep in mind. So here's the problem with Kickstarter, right? Is if you don't reach the goal, you get no money. That's the main problem with Kickstarter. as someone putting something on Kickstarter, not as the one like, throwing money at people, right? As the one who put something on Kickstarter, if your number is not reached, it has failed, in which case you get nothing. So a lot of times people will say, oh, I only need the minimum amount you would need, right? So at least it succeeds and at least you get something. But right, then that's why a lot of them get like, bad spot and whatnot. So yeah, I don't want to put it for like tiny amount from there, but we'll see. Mighty Number 9 syndrome? What is the Mighty Number 9 syndrome? I don't know the syndrome you're referring to. I know the Mighty 9. No, is it the Mighty 9? No. Is it the Mighty? Jeez. Is it the one I'm thinking of? Yeah, I know the Mighty 9, which is from Critical Role. I don't know what Mighty Number 9 is. It was a Kickstarter? Everyone hated it so much. Hold on. Oh, is this the remake of not remake, but like it's when they tried to put Mega Man in modern, so like Mega Man inspired thing. Was that it? 67,226 backers pledged 3.8 million. Yeah, if we look at games, can I? Video games. Projects on Earth. I'm sorry, what? Oh, okay. Just sort of by magic. What if we did end date? So these are the ones that are almost over. Just for shits and giggles. Okay, here's the one that's 2% followed. Your CS2 portfolio. Okay, never mind. That's not a game. That is not a game. 2% funded. I'm just gonna open some random ones just for shits and giggles because I'm just curious. The ones that are not being funded, like, is there something that's very obviously wrong with it, or and slash the ones being funded, is there something obviously like it's going really well? I'm gonna just grab and I'm curious what the numbers are. I guess this one's almost over, right? 2 days left, 34% funded, but considering usually it's a month, I think it's gonna fail, in which case they get nothing. But just again, it is what it is. I don't know. Penguin was 0%. Jeez. 200% funded. Here, okay, let's just go with this. No, I don't know, but look at that. People aren't even funding boobs. What hope do I have if people are just not even like 48% funded, 11 days left? They're not even funding boobs. What hope do I have? I can't even give them boobs. So this one's asking for 16,000 for backers. Okay. I'm gonna I'm gonna unmute this for you, and immediately you'll know why this says doesn't have many backers. Okay, here I'll mute the music real quick. Okay, just okay. That's so that's why this one's not funded. I don't need to see the rest of the game or hear anything else. Okay, not nah. So that's like here. Oh, 200 plus handcrafted 3D minis for virtual tabletop. So like, this one doesn't make sense. So this is not a game. But then why is it a Kickstarter? I don't know why it's a Kickstarter in the gaming section. But aside from that, I don't know why it's a Kickstarter, period. I guess just check if there's any demand for it, because you can just sell them. Make them and sell them. You don't need, there's no Kickstarter needed for this, in my opinion, but okay. Not really a game, so can't really judge. So this one's asking for like around 4,000 USD. 3 backers. Let's see. It's a bit slow. It feels a bit slow of a game. But I mean, I feel like more people than I mean, maybe that's the thing. It's just it's not. Okay, that's a little weird. So like, I don't know how this number is gained, but I mean, there's a story. Like it's all right. I guess it's not amazing, and that's the thing. You need to be like amazing to do well. Here's one that okay. So here's one that actually made their goal. Okay. So this one actually is successful. So okay, it's like a RPG type game. But it's like, it's interesting, like, it looks cool. Like, visually, I think it looks cool. What made them want to give that much for it? I'm curious, because I feel like there's a lot of games like this. But, again... Yeah, here's the inspirations. Yeah, like... I mean, maybe just people want more of the same of those kind of games, so I guess that will do it. It looks really pretty. Like, I think the visual style is quite nice. So okay, it makes sense. Again, I can't speak on the number. Project GT anime racing meets ARPG. Command your car girl. They're just trying to make an Uma Musume. Put the car girls instead of horse girls. I mean, look. They hit their goal, technically speaking. Look at the stretch goals. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, they're showing the car to the girl. Oh, there's a roadmap. They have a full team. So it's like, okay. So like, again, I'm not questioning the game. I think the idea behind the game's fine. It's not an original idea, but it's fine. But I just want to point out 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 people. Okay. 13 people. It has been funded, but they asked for basically 2,000 USD. How? Right, this is where I mean a lot about Kickstarter. A lot of people are just asking for just a number that's so low just to get some kind of funding. compared to a realistic number that you would need to make a game like this. For 2,000 USD, you can't really do much. And then what? The rest are, right, stretch goals? But they're not stretch goals. That's the minimum you need to make the game, realistically. So, do they have a publisher already? Well, this thing, sometimes some people use Kickstarter as a way of showing interest in their game to a publisher. Like, hey, look, I was on Kickstarter. I got this much engagement. So, right, it does help with publishers. But the point is not that. If they have a publisher, they don't need 2,000 USD. 2,000 USD is not very much for a publisher. It's, pocket change. Most likely. It's also not enough for the... It's an interesting number. For me, like, I'm a numbers guy, so for me it's very interesting. And I'm always curious how you get 2,000 out of all things. If this was 20,000, I'd be like, okay. Maybe they're reusing a bunch of assets. But 2,000 is like nothing. Okay, so here's one. Okay, so this one's more realistic. This one's about 150,000 USD, right? So this is more of a realistic number. 450 backers, really good. Long time to go. Like this one's actually really, I don't know how, 58 hours to go. Okay, so this one's failed. Yeah, this one's failed. So I mean, there's a, hold on. Like, yeah, so many stretch goals. But again, that's the problem with realistic numbers on Kickstarter. I feel like it's just, you're gonna get nothing now. Which is, which just sucks. Like, as the dev, I know it sucks. I always wonder also some of the goals. Hey, Revolution Music, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Reminds you of Fractured Space. The name sounds familiar, but no image comes to mind. $12,000 goal. Oh my god, did someone just back this? as I was doing that. 7 days to go. So it's like nothing. Why did someone back this? There's not even a video. There's nothing here. What is that? Well, I know why this one's not working. Here's a successful one with 1,655 backers. 90 to go. So this was successful. Right? So good aesthetic. Yeah. I don't know about this camera angle. I feel like more top down would have been better. Oh, at least this. This feels like an odd camera angle. But I don't know if you can change it. Doesn't seem like it. But it looks pretty cool. I can understand why this one would get it. I feel like I definitely need to do lore before I would do a Kickstarter. Like, I would need to put in the lore into the game and have more stuff figured out. But this is pretty cool. This is a successful one. But this is also about, what, 70,000 USD? And depending on how many people are working on it, and how much time, they'll... Like, that can definitely be a realistic number to get out the door. This is 3, 4, 5, 6 people. 6 people, 70,000. It's about 10,000 a person. Like, realistically speaking, okay? 6 people, 10,000 a person is a month of work each. Assuming full time. And this is just that's a very generous estimation. As in, I feel like depending on your position, you will be earning more. But yeah, it's interesting. Seeing this stuff is always interesting. Lobster in a balloon? I think that's a shrimp. And also that's a bubble. Like a water bubble. So you're wrong on both fronts. Okay, last one we're looking at. 27,000, so this is a successful one. So this is what, like 20,000 or so goal USD, roughly. They're almost doubled. They probably will double. Is it a card game? I can't, like, I don't even know what kind of game this is. Card game? I don't know. But, you know, go them. They did it. It looks pretty, like, visually the art style is pretty cool. I have no idea what the game is, but you know, I'm not actually looking at like all the stuff. Anyway, but the thing is about all of these that we are looking at, except one, is all their numbers are very low for their goals. And like, let's say I want to do like for the full game, I want like 100 something power-ups. I want different weapons to have, right? They all come with their own cards, right? And then there's a bunch of other ones that are cards. So I would need like somewhere between 1 and 200 custom card arts. Okay. So let's just estimate from there. 1 and 200 card arts for the full game. Not obviously not for the slice. Because in the slice I have 54 cards and then 3 weapons. But load it in. Right, then we have like this stuff, right? But for the for those, it would be, let's just, you know, on the best case scenario, almost $200 per card art, right? Because this is a full, like, high quality image. Let's just say 200 per. Times what? We said 100 to 200. We'll say 150. That's $30,000 just for card art. Right. This number is just for card art. I repeat, just for card art. So, when I see those Kickstarter numbers being so low, and I know how math works, I always question how they're using such low numbers. Because I know that's not the only source of money they have. They have to get money elsewhere, or they're not earning very much at all. Maybe if you are making it a card game, you could get it in Target. Do they make like a shelf for any card art? Well, this is not that kind of card game. It's not a card game. I don't know if you've seen enough of my game, but it's definitely not a card game. It has a deck builder, but it's not a card game. It's also not a board game. which I guess card games are. Where's my spreadsheet? I guess we should start doing some Unreal stuff. Been a long chatting session, which I don't mind. You don't really know what's going on with the cards. Thought you were gonna print them? Yeah, print them just to have physical things, not because it's a playable card game. We got curses to make. Right now we have vulnerable, enfeebled, and frail. But we need exhausted, unlucky, greedy, bleeding, shredded, and drunk. Names TBD. I've gone ahead and made some icons for them. I'm gonna just open all. I don't have to be quiet. Let's take a look. Where's the ones that are new? That's a new one. So this is unlucky. Shredded. Greedy. That's the old frail one. Fortify. This is exhausted. And the old enfeebled. And the only other new one is this one for drunk. They're just random stuff. They have no actual meaning. They're not even fully consistent, but... Okay. So let's go ahead and add those in. At 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. So... exhausted, unlucky, greedy, bleeding, shredded, and drunk. Did I see bleeding? Where's bleeding? Where'd my bleeding go? Did I not set up bleeding? Hold on, I'm gonna set up bleeding. Oopsie. Yeah, I don't remember actually making it. Yeah. I guess I didn't set up bleeding. Let's grab you, and let's grab you. Here's the bleeding one. I think the bleeding one looks cool. Rasterize, invert, mask. Yeah. bleeding. All right. Nice. Okay. So that's the row name. I guess I'll just put in this here. I believe I need to do it this way because it goes off. Or is it? No, I think it's gameplay tag to keyword. Yeah, it's gameplay tag to keyword. Not here. Here it doesn't have to be the same one, but it's fine. Okay, let's go ahead and just copy this. And then we can modify. Now I'll copy this one. It's a little simpler. Okay, so this is exhausted. Let's copy all of them, or let's put in the name here of all of them. It's gonna go in waves. Unlucky. So we'll set up all of the data table stuff, and then we will go ahead and what's it called? Then we'll actually set up the effects. I think is the go-to. Okay. So, exhausted. Going off my spreadsheet, exhausted is less stamina. So let's do max stamina reduced by variable percent. How much percent? I'm gonna say 90%. You lose most of your stamina. You'll still be able to dash, because stamina can go into negatives. You don't have to have the full value, but basically, you'd only ever be able to dash once using it. Let's plug you in. And then we can give them a random color later. Next is unlucky. Reduce crit chance. Crit chance reduced by variable percent. I'm tempted to say 100%. Because keep in mind, you can get the curse reduction stuff. But 100% means that if you have a 5%, you do minus 100% or minus 50%, you'll still need to have at least a 50% to put it back to where you are. So you need to have a 50% deduction in the curse, and then a high crit, and then you can compensate. You could compensate it like late game. I'm gonna say 100 though. Why not? Again, we can always change it. Greedy. Increased cost of shops. Cost of shops increased by, or I guess, variable percent. I'm just gonna double the cost of shops by doing 100%. Nice, simple. Actually, also, I just realized, I think all of the curses are the same color. Yeah. So that makes things easier to figuring out what colors to put here. Because it's always the same red color, because you only can ever get one of them, I know. Let's do this. There we go. Next one, bleeding. Health slowly depletes over time. Hey, Rana, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Lose variable percent. No, lose. Do I want it to be percentage based? I think I do. See the Xbox Game Showcase? No. I haven't seen any of the showcases stuff. Why, was there something interesting? Do they even have... Is Xbox still a thing? Like the console itself? Isn't it basically like a PC showcase these days? So many games are being made with Unreal, it's taking over the world? I mean, if it means more development into the engine, I'm all for it. Health slowly depletes over time. So how long do I want it to kill you? I think if you do nothing for 10 minutes, I would definitely want you dead. So what we can do is... Am I okay with killing you faster? If we did... 10% a minute... what's the 10% a minute, right? Would be 10 minutes. Or do I want it to be faster? I think that's fine. Lose 10%. Max life per minute. I feel like doing per minute though is not great. Let's do per second. So I mean that's instead of 10%, it'll be 0.15% per second. What's easier to understand? Per second? Uh, 0.15. Right, let me check my math. At 0.15 per second. How long till 10? Wait, per second till 100. 666.67 seconds. 11 minutes. So it'll be 11 minutes. And 6.666 seconds. You know what? I kind of want to go with it just because that's kind of funny. I don't want you to immediately die from it, right? You have a health potion. You can. So I feel like that's okay. We can always change this value. If it becomes bad. Next one, shredded. Let's say up to 5 random cards in your deck have a variable percent chance of becoming exhausted. I feel that's too wordy. Let's try to do up to, just copy. Let's say variable percent chance to exhaust up to 5 cards in the deck. I feel like that's better. And it will be basically, right, each card will get its own percentage. So let's say 80%. Do we want to do 80%? 100%? I think 80% is fine. Hey Ken, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Get drunk. Increase cooldown weapon abilities. Weapon ability cooldowns increased by blank percent. And I'm gonna just double them. I'm just gonna double them. Shouldn't have gone drunk. Okay. So those are in. Excellent. Now let's go ahead and start implementing them. And I need to remember where. So what we can try doing is using the reference viewer to remember where the hell I started setting this up. Oh, okay, cool. The one place. Yep, that makes sense. I thought it would be here, but I wasn't 100%. Let's take a look. Take a look. I believe I am getting. I have somewhere here all the curses, don't I? Like a keyword bottom no. I have a curse. Don't I have a curse list? And curse reductions. Is it description? No. At keyword descriptions, at keyword icons. This is... Oh, is there another place? Let's just search for curse. At keywords. It's a color. There's a place where I know there's a place where I'm setting all the curses available. Was it in the game mode? Curses. Curses. There it is. I know it's somewhere. Like, where the hell is it? I was remembering right. But I was still looking in the wrong place. Okay. So we need to make a few. So all of these will be card dot keyword, not keyboard, keyword. Play. Oh, ads. I didn't say anything. Why no talk? Why don't talk? I know it was working earlier. I'm sad now. Oh, I'm also completely empty. I'll be right back. I'm back. Okay. Let's go ahead and continue putting in the code. Keywords. Oh, unlucky. Why is it opened? I don't even know what gameplay tag roots. It's like that allowed root tags this variable can inherit from. I don't even know what that means. I'm gonna be honest. Could I look it up? Yes. Am I going to? No. That's too much work. Okay, two more. Shredded. And drunk. Okay. So those are now in. Now we need to do the logic of what happens when they get activated. Which happens here. I feel like no matter what, I'm gonna have to just add the gameplay tag. So I don't know why I'm doing this way. So let's go ahead and just... the only one I need to keep is frail, because that one does something more complex. Why does that one do something more complex? Wait. Vulnerable is more damage taken. Oh, okay, so that's why it doesn't do anything. It just needs to add the tag. Enfeebled is last damage dealt. Okay, so those are just... That's why. The calculations for those are somewhere else. This sets the max health. Okay, so now it makes sense. What I want to do is remove vulnerable and remove enfeebled. And then we're just going to take you and just always add the curse. Or always add the tag, because I don't see why I wouldn't. It's all the it's a container. Shit. So I do need to do it this way. Because it can have positive tags too. Okay, fine. We need what? 5? 6. Okay, so for each one of these, I need to add the gameplay tag. Is there any way to... I want the output of this to also have a gameplay tag. I wanted to know which one it is. RIP. Okay, well, I'm gonna need 6 of them, I guess. Oh wait, these are nurse. I put them under the wrong thing. They're supposed to go under curse. Shit. Wait, why are these card keyword? Oh, because I still need these. No, I still need these keyword ones. Here. But hold on. Where is the... I don't remember. Search curse. Just curse your icon. Of course it is. Of course that's the only one. It's been so long. I set the keywords, yes, but there has to be a place where I associate one with the other. Okay, what I can try searching for then is curse dot something. And let's see if I just get a hit. It might be the only hit is in the player one. I'm... Yeah, that's the only one. It might be... Oh, you know where it could be? It might be specifically the full card version in the shop. Is it here? No? How does the shop version not have... the generation stuff. Wait, where's the generation stuff? Select card, deselect card. Eh? I guess so then the generation is here. Add keywords. Keyword gameplay tags. Right, it adds all of those. That's all makes sense. That part's simple. Same with the icon. That's all simple. Set card description visibility. Enable sold out. Update card info. Keywords. Add keywords. Am I still using this append text to bottom? No. Huh. Well, so there has to be a place where I get the card one. Or the, this is based on cursed dot versus this one. So somewhere I am using both. Question is where? God damn it. God damn it. I feel like I had it as a variable somewhere. For some reason, I feel like I populated it as a variable. Clearly not here. Clearly I didn't do any kind of overrides on the shop itself. Okay. I think what I'm gonna try doing then is pretend like everything's fine. I'm going to add the curse stuff here. So it'll be curse dot all the curses. So we're gonna need that regardless. I have a feeling I'm doing a search or something and a replace. Can I search for curse dot? Specifically? Yeah, maybe? We'll see. Unlucky wait. Greedy. Wait, what? Exhausted, unlucky. This should be greedy. Shredded. Drunk. I'm not drunk, but I wouldn't blame you if you thought I was, considering my shit memory. It might have been a while, but that's not an excuse. It is an excuse, but it's not an excuse. It's not a good excuse. Let me see. Yeah, we have the switch on gameplay tag, so that's not it. In the player, we have all. No, that's the only places we're using curse dot. Yeah, it's just that switch and here. Huh. That is so bizarre. I have this feeling where I have a variable, and in it I've specified the curse tags, but I can't find it. Fun. Oh, fun. Okay, well, we're about to find out if these work. Somehow. I have a feeling they're not going to. But who knows? Oh no, where's the shop price? Card cost. One. And let me well, actually let me card cost if I can, just so we can do a test. Where's the spawn? Hey, Sir, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Oh, we don't need you anymore. Okay, you're gone. Actually, hold on. Location? Shop. There you go. Perfect. Let's see if this works. I got it. For some reason, but maybe previous me was smarter than current me. It's very possible. I wouldn't put it past me. Because that'd be future me. Oh, it totally works. Well, hold on. It works. The icon's there, right? If I grab... Can I not grab it? Oh, it costs 0. Let me make it cost 1. Actually, I don't even know if it's actually... hold on. I think this is not where I need to change this. It might be on the full card version, shop, on the card selected part. Select card, no. How did I do this? How do I have nothing here? I know this is different. Mouse. Oh, mouse button down? What did I do? shop mode. So now false. Call cart selected. On self. But there's no cart so something is listening to cart selected somewhere. What? Well, I guess it has to be wherever it's being, oh, it's on the shop. I'm an idiot. I figured out my problem. It's on the freaking shop. I'm stupid. Look, it's Monday, okay? Can I excuse that? Cart shop. No, not boss cart shop. Cart unlocks. Shop. I'm thinking I'm looking at this, but I'm not. I'm not. That's why. Cart selected. I'm just gonna say this is true. That's what I've been looking for. Been looking in the wrong. Damn it. If you're trying to get your plans to work between all the blueprints and widgets without a parent inheritance, it's more complicated. I mean, you can use blueprint interfaces. It depends what you're doing and how you're doing it. There's so many different ways you can do that. You don't know what a blueprint interface is? Look it up, my good sir. Tons of tutorials on it. It'll be a godsend. You gotta be okay with looking stuff up. Okay, there's a curse one. That's one of the previous ones, though. We need a new one. You've never done parents and inheritance on or interfaces? You should do all of those things. I recommend it. What's best? There's no best. They're for different use cases. Welcome in, Kane. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Just not when a random guy on the internet tells you that. When's that short coming out? I feel like it's coming out later this week. Saturday. It's coming Saturday. Is that all the same thing? Nope. They're really different. Okay, there's a new one. If I grab it, it works. I love how I have no idea how this is set up. I can't find it. I can't remember it, but it works. So you know what? Fuck it. Previous me is a genius. Current me is a dumbass. That's what we've just learned. God damn it. Why am I getting stupider? I was already at rock bottom. now I find out I'm getting dumber still. The pain. Now you have one plant. In perfecting it before duplicating for the others. Is it too late to make it a parent or whatever? No, it's not too late. Never too late. Or does the parent just store the variables? A child of a parent has everything the parent does, plus whatever modifications you want. But it has everything the parent has. But you can change stuff. So if the only thing you're changing is the look of it, then you can just swap those variables or those things, and then it'll just look like a different thing, but have all the same functionality. Vulnerable. Bleeding. It just works, okay? Like, I love how this just works. Look, experience, it works. I'm gonna explain to you guys why I'm so confused why it works. So the keywords here, right, that I put in for the data table, if we go into here, I have, was it here? No, in the game mode, right? In the game mode, I have curses here. These curses have the card.keyword setup, okay? It's card.keyword the curse, okay? Because those are the keywords. But on the player for the activation, oh no, no, never mind. I'm an idiot. Guys, should I just call it a day here? I think I've hit rock bottom. Just why am I so stupid? How are you guys doing today? So freaking stupid. I figured it out. There is no conversion. I'm just an idiot. God damn it. Seems like something you should have learned when starting Unreal. There's a lot of stuff you should have learned when starting Unreal. But the only reason you didn't learn it is because you didn't watch a bunch of tutorials. That's it. That's fine. You can learn it as you go and figure stuff out on your own. It'll just be slower. Right. Nothing wrong with that. Like, I love tutorials. I love watching tutorials and I love learning stuff through tutorials. That's how I do. I'm a very visual learner. So I love that stuff. But not everyone does. Right, it's not for everyone. So do what works for you. I'm so dumb. You know, I don't know if any of you guys watch Minecraft. I used to play a lot of Minecraft, so I still watch some content creators. One of those content creators is Grian, who plays on Hermitcraft. You'll understand why I'm bringing this up in a moment. He released a video today, which if you watch Minecraft, I highly recommend. It's hilarious. But he has a very bad time in that episode. All throughout, it was hilarious. And I think the fact that I found it so hilarious that he was having such a bad time, it's karma. For my stupidity now. Now I understand the video is supposed to entertain, and it very much entertained me. But nevertheless. I'm switching on the keywords, and I'm just adding the curse version. So of course I don't need to, there's no conversion. Because I'm just checking for this keyword in my logic, but I'm actually still using the normal keywords. And that's why I have this switch, because I can't just assign it. Like, okay, yeah. Past me was smart. Current me is an idiot. I can't even facepalm it. I think this is like beyond facepalm level. It's just another level of like stupidity. Oh. You just a data asset and your package builds, and the ID is in. It is none in editor pi. It's correct. It's also annoying for you right now. You just I feel like there's words missing. Just a data asset, and in your package build, the ID in it is none in editor. I feel like there's punctuation and words missing. I don't follow. Because you said in your package build and then you say in editor. All in the same run-on sentence. Package build ID none, pi editor ID correct. Probably order of operations difference. Also could be one of those things that's preloaded because it's in the editor, but it's not actually loaded into like memory or whatever it is. Anyway, I guess shall we start working on the actual logic? Exhausted, less stamina. I should be able to just actually just go and grab you. Modify max stamina. And then we could just do a little modification here. Oh, I need to get the curse stuff. Curse reduction. Logic. Get this. Get meta progression shop. Why am I getting first? Oh, because how much is it being reduced by? Divided by 100, 1 minus, and then this gets then multiplied by here. Right, because this is going to be 90. So 90. Wait. Wait. Curse reduction upgrades will be 0. Zero divided by 100 is... How would this get me the number that I want? How did this... Is meta unlocks by default 1? That's the only thing I can think of. But then that wouldn't make sense. What is this new variable? I don't even know what this new variable is. Oh, was word before and also in package build? You said just in the data asset a bit? Assume it's not cooked or something. Yeah, it was that. It was not cooked. For some reason, Unreal solved the references without you telling them, but maybe something changed and you made something like a soft reference. But now your package build works. Good. I'm glad you got it working. Meta unlocks. It's 0. So wait, but if it's 0, this returns 0. Okay, this returns 100. Okay, I think I need to do... Hold on a second. Sorry, this returns 0. But if this is... If this curse reduction... My brain is just not working. Holy shit. I'm staring at it and nothing's happening in my head. I don't know what that... Like, I'm not that low on calories or like brain food today, am I? Like, I have a little bit to go. But like, I'm like 400 under where I usually am right now, but like, that's not a lot. What the hell's going on? It's kind of magic how Unreal finds the data assets. Something has a reference on it, and you thought it's enough. It looks like not always. So weird. I mean, it depends what you're doing with it, how you're reading it, and where you're reading it. and what has to happen in what order. Because if there's an order of operation, then maybe it's not loaded in time. There's a lot of variables in that regard. Okay, we'll just change the logic of this. This gets us 0 if we have nothing. So the question is, why does it work on here? It works here. This turns 0. 1 minus 0 times negative 30 gets us negative. Okay. So this number is hard-coded. That's why. I see. So this goes here, and then that's why we are going to multiply by a hard-coded value. Okay. Multiplied by 90. So that way, if this is 1, right? Let's say we had 1 upgrade and it did 5%. So this would be 5. 5 divided by 100, 0.05, 1 minus, be 0.95 times 90, right? That's the result. And then we do minus again. 1 minus again to get the reverse of that. That gets multiplied by the stamina, and then that goes in here. Jesus Christ, I got there in the end. Holy shit, what is going on with me today? It's... What a day, guys. What a day. It's just... Oh... I can only laugh. Unreal's way of resolving references is weird. You had some effect mask textures that were used by an Niagara computator and wouldn't cook it because it was never rendered. You had to add them under the level to force the textures to be packaged. Okay, hold on. What do you mean it was never rendered? Because it's in Niagara. Niagara renders stuff in the editor. So I have a question what you mean by it wasn't rendered. Because I feel like, shouldn't I just cook everything that's linked to anything in the level? Wherever things might be, like, anything that is referenced anywhere to the levels is cooked. And then whatever's referenced those, and then like, shouldn't it just be a giant reference chain until it's out of reference chains and cooking everything there? That would be my logic of how we would grab everything. It was only used as a mask to decide if the effect would happen or not in a grid 2D. The texture... Yeah, but it's still being... like... But it's still being used, right? As long as it's plugged in, it has a reference to it. If you went to the reference viewer, right, it should be there. That's so weird. That is very weird. I feel it should definitely be... It should definitely work. It should play Unreal doing like, yeah, that's where I'm confused. Like, I'm not questioning whether you did anything right. Or wrong, rather. Of course, I can't even speak. Jesus Christ. Guys, I've been drugged. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna say I've been drugged. That'll be my excuse for today. Holy shit. Surprisingly, for once, this is not alcohol. It'd be a better excuse. Monday brain? Jesus Christ. I don't know what the hell today is. It's something, alright. Let's see if exhausted works. Just take a look. There's a shop. Let's see if we can get exhausted just real quick. Just make sure that it works. I may be stupid. Case in point. But at least I'm enjoying myself, I guess. No curses. I should be able to actually put this in the testing level. That's bleeding. Unlucky. No. I think I just put the shop in the testing level now I think about it. Oh, no, I can't. God damn it. Because all the card logic is not here. You got a refund from Fab, some asset that had unauthorized content on it. Question 1, Fab. Why did you approve it if it had unauthorized content on it? And question 2, were you using any of it and now what happens to it? Got DMCA Pro? They should know what... A lot of times it's very easy. Hold on, let me see if it's still as bad as it used to be. Let's find out. Like there were, like early on, there was like Spider-Man here. I love how I search character and this comes up. I don't see any just completely obvious ones. So I mean, I guess that's good. But yeah, earlier on, like you can just find like full on like Spider-Man. Was it an animal pack? you have it downloaded, but you don't have any project for it right now, it got removed from the library though. Ah, so I'm curious if you already had it added to a project. I mean, I imagine they can't do anything about that one. They can remove it from your... Like, why can't I remove my own stuff? There's so many stuff I wish I could remove. They can do it, clearly. Let me do it. Oh my god, you know what it reminded me of? The CEO, I forget his name. The CEO of Epic was throwing shit, figuratively speaking, at Steam about it being quote unquote a monopoly. But I mean, he couldn't even say it was a monopoly because it isn't, and he couldn't legally even say they even had a majority. I'm pretty sure, but what about 158 health? But the reason I'm bringing it up is because it's not like Steam has a majority, it's just a good service. And if Epic actually improved their freaking launcher, maybe people would want, and their like actual service, maybe people would actually want to use it. Because I don't use the shop for the games, but if it's anything like the Epic launcher part for the for Unreal, if anyone ever made another launcher that was like a really good one, oh, I probably activated one of the power-ups that gave me health. That's what it was. I wasn't looking at what it was activating. Although did I get an for Unreal, there is AMS. What does the AMS stand for? What is it called? Yeah, that's the one. As a manager studio. The thing is, it's still not perfect. I have it. Just check it's not gonna, because I haven't opened it in a while. Let me just double check it's not gonna ask before. Stuff. Do I know the new version? Sure. But like, it's not perfect. It's decent, but it's not perfect. There's an update. Not perfect, but much better. In some respects, yes. Why can't I get the power up that I'm looking for? The curse that I'm looking for. It's I know it's a 1 in 9 chance, but come on. It's taking up your whole VRAM when you open it? I'm kind of curious about mine. Oh, I think I just realized I forgot to do something for the stamina one. Oh, what the hell? And the frail is not working correctly anymore. Why is that not working correctly anymore? Damn, bro. It's not. It's not my day. It's not my day. Takes 8 gigs of VRAM and spills it a bit into a RAM. Let me see. Was he laughing at that? Well, yeah, it's funny. Let me launch the Epic Launcher. Okay, I'm at 9.7 gigs. 9.8. If I shut down, like fully shut down, like force close the Epic Launcher and task.
Ad break. Pausing my questionable node organization skills for a couple of minutes.
I go to 8.2. So it's about 1.6 gigs of VRAM. It's not 8. But 8 gigs of VRAM is... I'm at 8.2 right now, and before closing it, I was at 9.6. So I think you just don't have enough VRAM. 8 gigs of VRAM is just not enough. In general, for Unreal. Like, for, like, anything, like, remotely, like, medium, even medium-sized. Your computer crashed just watching YouTube? Even the computer has had enough. I'm starting to think that I should just, just take today to recover from whatever the hell is going on with me today, because and come back tomorrow with a clear mind, because Unreal is up in the background. Yeah, but 8 gigs of VRAM is just not a lot in general. Even if it has Unreal in the background with the launcher, it still wouldn't. It's an EGS issue. It takes this even if only EGS is open. I mean, but how much do you have when it's not open? Because if you're like at 6.5 or whatever, right, and you open it and it becomes too much, that makes sense. Right, same as mine. I don't think it should. I think it's because there's just too much unnecessary bloat that's loading. I don't know why there's over a gig of VRAM needed for that, but it is what it is. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go relax because my brain's fried. I'm gonna have to fix the issue with the other curses, it seems, as well. It's like I'm not even tired. Like sometimes, like, oh, I'm tired, I want to go to bed. I can't even blame it on that. Like, I feel I have like a little bit of a headache, but like I've had much worse and been fine. So I don't know what the hell is up with me today. Hopefully tomorrow's gonna be better, but I'm gonna go, I guess, relax for a bit. Anyway, sorry guys for the short stream. I hope you enjoyed me being a complete dumbass. Hopefully tomorrow I will be a little bit less of a dumbass. Probably still will be, but maybe a little bit less. And I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.